everybody, for being here and having me. Today, we're going to take a guided journey, and we will also do a practice of yoga nidra and meditation. So, I'm going to invite you to begin to settle into the space where you are, closing your eyes down. If you're sitting in a chair, putting your feet flat on the floor, your hands on your lap. And if you're lying down, allowing your bones to just begin to settle. And with your eyes closed or your gaze soft, begin to bring your awareness to your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Focus your awareness on the place where the breath enters the body, whether it be through the nostrils or through the mouth. And then trace your awareness of your breath through the nose or mouth as it touches the back of your throat, fills your lungs, fills your belly, and then tracing the breath back out, allowing the belly to deflate, the chest to fall, and feeling the movement of air and breath through the back of your throat and then out of the nose or the mouth. So on your own, taking a few slow, deep breaths in and out, tracing your awareness for the full cycle of the breath. Wherever you are in that cycle of breath, finish that and then take your deepest breath of the day in and then out. And then let that practice go and just allow your body to be breathed, letting your body settle even more. Now we'll begin a guided journey of imagery. We'll use our clair senses through this process of seeing, feeling, knowing, hearing, and tasting. And each time that you do a guided imagery or have these experiences, our senses can vary. So doing the best that you can with this journey, knowing that there's nothing that you need to be doing, and just allowing the process to unfold and witnessing whatever comes up. So I'd like to invite you to imagine yourself in the center of a very open field. And around you is tall, tall, sweet grass. The sun is shining on your face, your hands, your body. And as you look around you, you see the grass, the tall, sweet grass, some flowers popping up, and off in the distance is a tree-lined forest. And begin to take slow steps towards the forest. And in this process, you look down at your bare feet as you take one step in front of the other, hearing the sound of the grass crunch underneath your feet, feeling some of the grass get stuck in between your toes as you step. Putting your hands out in front of you and taking a look at the backs and front of your hand, taking notice of your palms, noticing if these are hands that you are used to seeing or if they look different. Continue walking towards the tree line, taking notice of how you feel in this moment as you walk through this beautiful field of sweet grass. Opening your sense of smell now and noting the hints of sweet grass and flowers as you continue to walk through this field. You're getting closer now to the tree line, and you see a rock and a basket in front of a path that leads into the forest. And you sit down on this rock for a moment, and you begin to look through the basket. And you ponder the idea of changing your clothes, changing or adorning yourself in a different way as you step into this journey. And it is here in this moment that you can make the decision to take this walk, clothed or unclothed, with adornments or without adornments. So you go through this basket and you begin to look and see what your options are. You may choose to wear a shirt, a pair of pants, a dress, a robe, a cloak, a crown, jewels, necklaces. Whatever it is that you wish to wear, begin to put this together now. And as you finish up adorning, if you so choose, begin to notice how your body feels with or without these adornments or clothing, what the texture feels like on your skin. And if you've decided to go unclothed, what that feels like, what your skin feels like, what your body feels like to be exposed to the elements. Now turn towards the entrance of the path and begin to walk. The path is covered in moss, and it is lined with clear quartz crystal. You can feel Mother Nature, her memory foam below your feet, and you see the sparkle and shine of the crystals as you walk down this sacred path. Opening your senses now, you begin to look around with your eyes, looking up to take notice of how tall the trees are, looking into the canopy to see birds and wildlife, and the sun streaming in through the top of the canopy. Following these sunbeams down, noticing where they land on the forest floor, perhaps even on your face as you continue to walk. Looking over to the trunks of the trees, landing your eyes on one specific tree, and then going off trail to come close and reaching out to touch the trunk of this tree. Feeling with the palm of your hand and your fingertips how the bark feels on the tree. Is it smooth? Is it rough? Is it ragged? Is it sticky from sap? Is it dewy? Taking notice, using your sense of touch and sight. And then leaning your forehead against the tree trunk and breathing in deeply. Noticing if you could pick up the scent of the tree, the scent of the bark. And with your palm against the tree, from your heart, through your hands, wishing this tree love. And then through the palm of your hand to your heart, sensing the tree, sending love back to you. Walking back onto the path, we continue our journey. And off in the distance, you notice there are some bushes and some trees with low-hanging fruit. And you walk over to these bushes and trees, and you notice an abundance and variety of fruit. blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, peaches, plums, apples, all the fruits. Now witness yourself reaching out to choose a fruit, picking it up with your fingers, feeling it, and then bringing it to your lips, and then putting it in your mouth to taste. Noticing how it feels in your mouth and the type of taste, whether it be sweet, tart, bitter, astringent. Noticing the texture in your mouth as you chew. And you continue to bring your snack with you as you walk down the path. Opening your ears now to listen more deeply while in this forest. Listening for the songs and calls of the winged ones. The sounds and scatters of the four-leggeds as they navigate the trees and the ground. Squirrels and chipmunks crawling up the trees with their tiny feet making some of the loudest sounds in the forest. Scanning the space to see if any other animal allies and guides appear. They may even walk up to you to walk the rest of this path with you. Just taking notice what appears. Listening to the sounds of the forest. The whispers of the wind blow by your ears and through the leaves in the forest. Taking notice of any messages that come through. As you continue to walk through the forest on this beautiful moss path lined with crystal quartz, you notice that it comes to an end and an opening. And you walk out of this space and into a new landscape. It's as if a special space was carved out of the middle of the forest. There is a creek. You can hear the water off in the distance. There are some different types of trees that we have not seen. And off in the distance, you can see peaks and valleys of mountains. The sky is clear and the moon is rising. You walk out into this space and connect with your heart center. And from this space, you use your heart to navigate a place to land and lay your body down, as if it feels like a magnet pulling, connecting to your heart space to draw you to a space to lay your body down. Navigating this slowly. There's no rush. Really feeling into your heart space of where to go, where you're being called. Taking notice of the space now. And setting yourself up so that you can lay down, putting your back to the surface of Pachamama, letting your legs, giving yourself some space, letting your arms flop to the ground, becoming heavy. And while we lay here, we set an intention for our healing. So take one moment now to proclaim an affirmation for you and your healing. And this may be something along the lines of, I am calm, I am safe, I am relaxed, I am loved. Whatever feels that it resonates for you in this moment. And to yourself, repeat this affirmation 3 times. And while laying in this space, I'll invite you to continue to listen to the sound of my voice as we move our awareness from one space in the body to the next. We'll begin by bringing our awareness and focus to a point right above our heads. Imagining a point of light at the crown of your head. And you can take notice of the color and size and shape of this light, but ultimately just witnessing and not applying any meaning or judgment. And then move your awareness down to a point of light in the center of your forehead. A point of light in your right eye. A point of light in your right ear. A point of light at the base of your neck. A point of light in your left ear. A point of light in your left eye. A point of light in the space in between your eyebrows. A point of light at the tip of your nose. A point of light at the tip of your chin. The center of your throat. The center of your chest. Now bring your awareness over to your right shoulder and allow your right shoulder to drop away from your right ear, letting go. Moving your awareness to a point of light in your right elbow. The center of your right wrist, a point of light. The center of your palm on your right hand. Beams of light stream from the tips of all of your fingers on your right hand. Now fill your entire right hand and your entire right arm from the top of your right shoulder all the way down to your fingertips on your right hand. Your right arm is heavy and relaxed. Bring your awareness back into the center of your chest and take a deep breath in and out. Now bring your awareness over to your left shoulder and drop your left shoulder away from your left ear. Moving your awareness down to the center of your elbow. The center of your left wrist, a point of light. the center of the palm on your left hand. And from the tips of all your fingers on your left hand, beams of light. Feeling and sensing your entire left hand now. And then feeling your entire left arm from the top of your left shoulder all the way down to the tips of your fingers on your left hand. Your entire left arm is heavy and relaxed. Bringing your focus and awareness back into the center of your chest now. Feeling into the center of your heart space. As we breathe in, we say to ourselves, I am. And as we exhale, we say to ourselves, loving awareness. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, loving awareness. I am loving awareness. I am loving awareness. I am loving awareness. A few more times on your own. Begin to bring your awareness back to your back body laying on the earth. Reacclimating yourself in the journey space to the space where you decided to lay your body down. Sitting up in the journey space to take notice of your surroundings. Listening, feeling, knowing, smelling. And we'll begin our journey back now. You can look around one last time in this space carved out in the forest. This peaceful, peaceful place. A place to safely lay your body and rest. And your eyes land back on the space where you entered on the path, walking back towards the path now. Stepping back onto the path. And again, taking notice. Taking notice of the moss that lines the entire path. Noticing the color of this moss or colors. Even taking a moment now to squat down and touch this moss with your hands. Taking notice of the texture. Witnessing yourself, touching and noticing. Standing back up and continuing to walk on the path. Witnessing the glisten of the crystal that lines the path. Noticing if it looks the same or different from your way in. Continue walking. Are any animal allies and guides appearing? Or have they stayed alongside of you for this journey? If so, take a moment to connect with them, thanking them for their presence. Taking a good look. And if they allow you to touch them, feeling what it feels like to touch this animal ally. And then sensing and knowing why they may have appeared to be with you today. What does your inner guide tell you? What is it that you intuit in this moment by connecting with this animal? Trusting your first thought. Continue walking along the path. Putting your ears again to the sounds of the forest. Noticing if the sounds are heightened, the same, or maybe dampened from your way in. Noticing if there's different sounds, new sounds. Maybe there are different animals that are appearing. Listening to the sounds and the whispers of the wind. continuing along the path. As we begin our journey back to the rock at the beginning of the path, you take notice again of what it is that you are or are not wearing on your body. Looking down as far as your eyes can see to take notice of what it looks like to wear the garb from your view, and what it feels like to be clothed or unclothed in your skin. We arrive back at the beginning of the path where you found the rock and the basket. And it is here that you can decide to change back into what you were or were not wearing, or just continue to walk back out into the field of sweet grass. Whatever you decide is the right decision. You begin your journey back out into the field, one foot slowly in front of the other, taking your sweet time. Smelling the sweet grass, savoring the sweetness and nectar of life all around you. And as you continue to walk, the background begins to dissolve. And you shift your awareness into your physical form, wherever it is that you are sitting or laying in this moment. Bringing your awareness back to where your feet are on the ground and the walls around you. And before moving your body, begin to take some slow, deep breaths, awakening the body. Moving one finger on one hand and then the other. And then moving all of your fingers, and adding your toes. Now circle the wrists and the ankles. And then slowly begin to open your eyes. Taking your time to come back. Thank you so much, Olive, who has participated today. Thank you for journeying